Shantaram Naik शुरू करो.
Deputy Chairman, sir,
Strictly time सबको.
I think House in order.
पार्टी करना चाहिए.
Deputy Chairman, sir, may I start at the outset appreciating the role of the Honorable HRD Minister. In spite of the educational qualifications of yours being challenged at various forums from time to time, I would like to say, and I have been telling my friends also, that despite the education qualification that you bear, you are performing well, you are a capable minister, which I have told to everybody. This I want to place on record. But I am pained to see you going to an astrologer. That is because the entire scientific temper which has been inscribed in the Constitution of India, you are the custodian. The scientific temper you have to carry among the students, among the children, and among the society. And therefore, you don't have a private life as far as this aspect is concerned. Therefore, I am little pained that you have visited astrologer. Now in the context of this bill, what are you going to advise? Whether to buy a plot, you should not buy a plot, whether you should buy a flat, should not buy a flat, the decision to be taken by the institution with respect to various aspects that they are entitled to. So what are you going to tell them? To go to a fortune teller and find out? I'm saying this with all seriousness. With all seriousness, because the message that you have given is not commensurate with the role that you have got under the Constitution and as a minister. So kindly do some introspection in that.
Please come on subject.
Where is it?
Please.
Constitution is not a subject. You are governing there. You are sitting there under the Constitution. You are sitting there under Constitution. If a Constitution is there, you have also no right to sit there, sir. Now question is,
इस तरह से बात ना करें. ये
नहीं
आप
इस तरह से मैं वैसी तरह से करूंगा जैसे मैंने सोचा है. आपको आक्षेप में लगता है आप
चूंकि
रूलिंग दे दे,
जो विषय है उस पर आप चर्चा नहीं कर रहे हैं.
आप रूलिंग दे सकते हैं कि मैंने जो कहा गलत कहा है.
गलत
मैंने
तो,
जो कहा,
मैं कह रहा हूं कि आप सब्जेक्ट पर आइए.
नहीं, इसका मतलब है कि मैं सब्जेक्ट पे नहीं बोल रहा हूं. नाउ क्वेश्चन.
चेयर ये नहीं कह सकती सदस्य जो बोल रहा है कि उसको क्या कहना है. सदस्य विषय पर ही बोल रहे हैं, उस बिल पर ही बोल रहे हैं. देखिए, इसको नहीं होना चाहिए.
आनंद जी,
इस सदन की ये परंपरा नहीं.
आनंद जी, मैंने
मेरा निवेदन है आपसे, नई परंपरा ना डालें.
मैं आपकी बात को ध्यान से समझा है मैंने, और मैं कह रहा हूं कि देखिए, ये आपका समय है और इसको यदि आप जैसा चाहे वैसा उपयोग कर सकते हैं. पर मैंने जो कहा है कि आप तकनीकी विषय है और उस पर आएंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा, बेहतर है. आप शुरू करें.
क्वेश्चन इज,
like to supplement what Mr. Shantaram is trying to impress upon, that is the fundamental duty of every citizen to maintain scientific temper, which is under Article 51H of the Constitution. That's all.
मेरा कहना यह है कि व्यक्तिगत रूप से जो भी कुछ कहा गया होगा बाहर, उस पर से आपने यह भूमिका बना करके बात नहीं करना चाहिए.
this bill, the School of Planning and Architecture Bill 2014, I would like to say I fully support this bill and various things which are involved in this. Now, since the new concept of smart cities has come in from the new government, is this school going to play any role as far as construction of smart cities is concerned? Whether a study will be made and inputs will be taken from this school for the purpose of erecting or establishing smart cities in various parts of the country. If so, what will the conception? Have you approached this school or any other body in the country so far for the purpose of erecting or construction of smart cities. Because it is this school which has to guide the nation as far as planning is concerned. Again, I would like to that this school will be part of entire education system. Education system of the country is likely to be changed, as you have already said. You are going to answer to me in this house that the new education policy is going to be involved. But you have said at the same time, that no committee has been constituted. All these months have passed, such an important aspect of education, you have not formed the committee. What is the thing which is stopping you? Do you want to go in a particular direction which is not acceptable to the secular country, and therefore you are going to go slow so that that should not be a criticism? Who are the person entrusted with preparing the initial draft or the guidelines for the purpose of involving an education policy? What is the direction that you have given? The country would like to know about this. Secondly, if as and when education policy is involved, please don't disturb the minister. Since this education policy will cover the entire country and the subject is state subject, how are you going to, I won't say impose, convince the state government to follow the new policy that you are going to involve as far as the education policy is concerned? It will be a very difficult task for you, madam. It will be a very difficult task for you, because the inputs which will contain in the new education policy, to my mind, will be dangerous, and you will not be able to convince the state government to implement that policy. And secondly, I would like to know which are the legislations will have to be amended in order to impose that policy in the various states. Then, have you got any plans to tell this school, the new school, to prepare standard plans, I would say guideline plans, for the construction of schools, for primary schools, toilets for the school, community halls, etc. Because these structures will be required by everybody, even under MPLAD, we will be requiring. Are you going to advise the school to prepare standard plans which can be used by various other institutions, including MPs, for the purpose of implementing MPLAD? Then the new concept of greenhouses is coming all over the country. People are going in. Some people say that greenhouse concept is costly, but you have to find out solution to see that greenhouses are adopted more and more by people, and at moderate rates those houses can be built. Secondly, regarding heritage buildings, I don't know whether the existing schools are doing some exercise as far as heritage building is concerned, but which is very much required that these school authorities, school managements and administrative bodies try to see that heritage concept grows in this country, and so that these engineers who are there studying, they go to places for the purpose of this. Again, another aspect is this. As far as whole planning is concerned, the rules governing the construction of houses is very important, and the rule governing the planning of the cities. Today, these rules differ from state to state. There is no uniformity. And in the construction, some of the states, in the construction rules, they add also that national building codes will also be observed. Now, State is having an act governing constructions, rules governing construction, and if they are made to observe national building code, I don't know when they will get a license. Modi ji had said that my decision in my government there will be only two layers, no 7 or 8 layers, 2 layers. How he is going to bring layer system or 3 layer system in the country or as far as this construction license is concerned? We would like to know, because to have minimum steps of layers as far as building is concerned is very, very difficult. And again, related to what I said earlier, madam, since this is revolves planning schools, many of us are following in the country. What are you going to advise them regarding Vastu in relation in the context of scientific temper? Are you going to advise them this aspect of Vastu should also be observed? Because I know some aspect of Vastu are scientific, where air comes, light comes, that is also there. But if you carry forward concept of Vastu too much, it crosses the limit and it becomes a superstitious thing. People are scared. People say demolish their houses after a house is constructed if Vastu Shastra has told him this is not good. I was told by one person some time back, there was a quarrel in a family. The Vastu expert came, and that expert said, because your kitchen is on this direction, there is a thing, quarrels in your house. So these are the things which are to be seen in the context of Vastu. Then, madam, regarding clause 32 of this bill, there is a clause 32, madam, which provides for tribunal for arbitration. Earlier, you have withdrawn one bill regarding tribunals, where teachers' problems are to be solved, etc. Maybe you may be introducing another bill with the improved version, whatever it is. What about this bill, this clause regarding tribunal of arbitration to solve the dispute arising under this bill among the students or management, whatever it is? And I would like to tell you which argument I took earlier also during our regime. This tribunal have got a problem. Although it will say that decisions are given by tribunal final, no High Court is going to listen to you, not to us, because they will say, we'll exercise our right under Article 226. Nothing can stop us. The Supreme Court will say, we will exercise our right under Article 32. So these tribunals only becomes one additional fora for the purpose of litigation, because 32 is already going to remain, 226 is also 226 is going to remain. So therefore, you have to find out the fate of such tribunals. And madam, therefore, I urge upon you to take the bill as and when it becomes a law in the right spirit for the overall development of the country. Thank you very much.